This is a part of the show that I look forward to so much. The part where we explore the du'as.
Absolutely, I agree with you. And to talk to us this morning about a du'a is Brother, we'd like to welcome Brother Haydar Jazani.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, not bad. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Good, thank you.
Alhamdulillah.
So what are we talking about with du'a today?
So today's dua is a dua which the Prophet used to recite after any prayers. So in Kenz al-Karajihi narrated from Anas, who said after the prayer the noble Prophet would supplicate saying this special dua. So this kind of dua is basically telling Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah, I seek refuge with a nafs that is not scared, with a feeling which is uncured, with a greed that's ungiven, or would never have enough, and from a heart that's never scared. So what this prayer is basically saying is, oh Allah, I am weak and you are the person who are strong, and my reliance is on you, is in your hands. I rely on you, oh Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So basically this is after prayer, but this is kind of dua you can actually say at any time you want. There's no specific timing for it. The mustahabba of it is given, the place is given is after salah, which you can do, or you can do it anytime during the day. It's very nice. The dua is very, very nice.
Would you like to recite it?
Yes, of course. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم إني أعوذ بك من علم لا ينفع وقلب لا يخشع ونفس لا تشبع ودعاء لا يسمع. اللهم إني أعوذ بك من هؤلاء الأربع برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. So basically, Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min ilmin la yanfa. Oh Allah, I seek refuge from you from knowledge that does not have use. My own knowledge. Ilmin la yanfa. Wa min qalbin la yakhsha. And from a heart that is not scared. Wa min du'a'in la yusma. And from my dua that is unheard. Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min halal arba'a. Allahumma, I seek refuge from these few things. Okay? Now, the meaning behind these ones, when he says ilmin la yunfa, knowledge that has no use, it's my own knowledge. No matter how much you think you can study Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, how much you can study Islam, sometimes it benefits you in some ways. But sometimes you think you know it all and you start to act upon it. My personal opinion about this. And so, ilmun la yunfa, when he tells you that the knowledge that has gone to no use. If you have knowledge and you know you're giving it out in the wrong way, and no one's making any use of it, no one is not benefiting anyway. So this is knowledge that has no use to it because you're not passing it around.
Would you say it would also include knowledge that say we read a daily newspaper and it's articles on absolute useless information?
It could be things like that. It could be things like some things which is not important, and you grasp your knowledge upon that rather than anything else. But at the end of the day, you should be open. Your mind should be open to everything around you. You should have knowledge about everything around you, because in that way you tackle whatever is around you and you know how to.
I was thinking more of like celebrity, which really wouldn't benefit your knowledge base or sort of anything really, not your akhirah, not your dunya. So these things are definitely not important. I mean,
Which
Which
celebrity
celebrities
done what?
bought a new house,
Yeah.
got a new baby, expecting a baby,
Exactly.
How
having
much they're
twins.
worth, how much value. These days, you know what?
Distractions.
These days, our
distractions.
youngsters,
Obsessed
they know
with this
more.
type of thing, right?
They're obsessed. They know more celebrities than their imams. Tell them who's your imams, they'll tell you 1, 2, 3, and then
Yeah.
after the fourth, they've kind of like gone. But tell them the last 14 celebrities who are most known last year.
All footballers.
All footballers.
Mashallah.
Footballers, yeah. I used to be one of them. See, football, yeah. But it's important. See, this is what I'm saying. Even when we were kids, we cared so much about football. We didn't care about anything else. Like, we come to a mosque, and it's like we had our football cards. We go to school, football cards in my pocket. Wherever you go, see, that's knowledge which has no use because it's not going to benefit you in the hereafter. And then it says, وَقَلْبٌ لَا يُخْشَعْ, and a heart that has no fear.
That one struck me because of the, people. You see people in a society where they don't fear Allah, how it can make them lose their inhibitions or the levels that people can go to. Actually, not just people who are not Muslims as well. When we lose that fear of Allah, that God consciousness, we're capable of doing some really harsh, ugly things.
I mean, what it means by قَلْبٌ لَا يُخْشَعْ is a heart that does not fear. It means sometimes knowing there's a sin in front of you, yet you go for it. You still go into that sin. Or it has many meanings. قَلْبٌ لَا يُخْشَعْ, a heart that's not scared of taking risks, which taking risks in Islam equals to sinning. Islam is not a business. It's a way of life. It's a guideline for you to live your life. It's completed. A business is never completed. It's always to be improved. A project is always to be improved. Islam it cannot be improved. It's completed. So by saying qalbun la yakhsha, you take these steps without fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, fear of the outcome of this sin that you're going to be taking. Some people just go straight into it and think, maybe I can get Tawbah later. Still go with it. It doesn't work like that. When you think like that, when you go to Tawbah later,
Well, there may not be a later.
there may be
That's
not
making
later.
an
You never know.
assumption. That's gambling, and as Muslims we say, "A'udhu billah," we don't gamble.
Of course.
So we don't want to gamble with our akhirah or anger with
Of course.
our mal, you know.
And it's literally, your heart always has to be. Now, us as people, as human, we these things are very normal to us, and for us to do this every single day has become a norm. But when you sit down and actually reflect yourself, when you say this dua, Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min ilmin la yunfa' wa min qalbin la yukhsha'. When you say this to yourself and you know what it means, you're like, okay, hold on. Wow. Like, yesterday I done this and that.
Yeah.
This is what it means. وَمِن نَفْسٍ لَا تُشْبَعْ. And I seek refuge from myself that never gets enough.
That keeps coming up. That keeps coming
coming
up.
up.
We read these du'as daily. We've been doing so many
It
in
keeps
recent
coming
times.
up.
It
It
keeps
literally
coming up.
Keeps coming up. This one, a nafs is something, yourself being. It's the greed that you have.
It's
No
an
matter how
endless
much you
pit,
get.
isn't it?
No, pardon?
It's an endless pit, the desires, because it just never satiates.
No,
The
the
ego
more
is,
you get, the more you want.
yeah. The ego is just, the more you feed it, it becomes a greedy animal.
Exactly.
Within us.
And the more you give it, the more it wants more.
Yeah.
And it never stops. Millionaires want to be billionaires.
Yeah.
And that person who has a car, he wants another one straight away. So all of us have this, I think, this problem of greed and nafs, thinking about themselves. This is a type of greed as well.
Nafsi.
Exactly. وَدُعَاءٌ لَا يُسْمَعْ. A dua that's unheard. Why is it unheard?
So this is a metaphor, right?
Yeah.
Metaphorical, because Allah is all hearing.
Yeah, so he's telling you, dua la yusma. Why is it unheard?
Is that meaning it's not, obviously you're saying it's heard, but it's not responded to? It's not fulfilled, is that?
La yusma. It's not heard. So it doesn't reach. Why not?
Yeah.
There must be a problem in the connection somewhere.
A barrier.
There's a barrier, something stopping it. What is that? It's your intention, it's your niyyah, it's your ikhlas, it's your nafs.
Is it your actions that in the, you know, if we are persistent in something, sinning in something, and we continue, and that that actually builds a blockage, doesn't it? Because we know we're consciously committing a sin.
Like our actions stopping the dua. Like
Yeah.
the answer of the dua is like the rain, but our sin is like an umbrella. So the dua's the good is coming down, but it's not reaching us.
It's being
So we're
stopped.
blocking it. We're blocking
It's
it
being
with these
stopped
bad
by
actions.
something. So it's either your intention, du'a la yusma. Maybe it's just you're asking Allah. Sometimes you're asking Allah, or sometimes you're telling Him. There's two different ways. There's sometimes you go to someone, you haven't pleased him, but yeah, you're asking for something every day from him. He's not going to listen to you.
Or he's not listening to teach you.
Or he's not listening to teach you a lesson. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Guidance.
Exactly. Very good.
Wake you up, to wake you up. Yeah.
Exactly, to wake you up. But it doesn't mean your prayers are not given. It doesn't mean that there is no chance.
Yeah.
It just tells you, Allahumma, I seek refuge from a person whose dua is not heard.
So what about with respect to, this was mentioned that this dua is in particular, it can be read anytime, but there's, you know, after after Salaah is a good time. Are there preferred times? Like we have preferred places for dua, like, you know, in the Haram or Medina or Prophet's Mosque, different places, different times. What about that in terms of increasing the chance of the dua being accepted, or the power of the dua?
No, of course. I mean, look, we use the Ahlul Bayt as a wasila to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Mm-hmm.
If you are working in a company, do you want to improve the person all the way at the top? Yeah, you want to prove yourself to him.
Yes.
You have to use the people that he loves, which in the management roles or whatever, the people he's left there to guide the rest of the people working. You have to impress them for them to pass a message to him, because you're not going to get to him by yourself when we don't have that yaqeen inside us for our dua to go straight to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It all goes, of course it goes, but do you have the niyyah inside you strong enough? Do you have ikhlas 100% in your dua, that when you are speaking to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, do you actually shed a tear? Sometimes Allahumma ajli wa liyakal faraj, and that's it, you move on. Whereas some people, they say Allahumma ajli wa liyakal faraj with tears down their eyes, because they really feel bad about this ummah.
Yes.
Okay, so we have Ahlul Bayt as a wasila to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because He loves them. So we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Ya Allah, بحق أبا عبد الله الحسين, you know, if you're standing in front of a shrine, بحق أبا عبد الله الحسين, شافي مرضاي, give cure to the ill. Okay, but used Imam Hussein. Oh Allah, I ask you by Imam Hussein. You asked him through someone. You've used Imam Hussein as a wasila. It doesn't matter where you are. If you're in Karbala, if you're in Mecca, no matter how close you are. Some people's dua who live all the way across the other side of the world are heard before the person inside the shrine.
Yeah.
It just depends on your intention. It depends on your intention. It depends on what is going through your mind.
And you're not saying that you have to ask through the imam, but you're saying some people choose to. They feel it's beneficial
To ask through the imam.
Yeah.
Of course.
But you're not saying that you have to. Some people get
you
get
don't have
mis and
to.
say, "Oh, you can't talk
No,
to
no.
Allah directly,
No,
and
no,
this is a problem," and blah blah.
No, you don't. It's not something. Look, when you read Quran, when you're praying,
Yeah.
you're direct with Allah subhanahu wa
Direct.
ta'ala.
Yeah.
But these things, the hajat, your minor hajat on a day-to-day basis, sometimes you ask, you know, sometimes like what we us Iraqi do, we have nithers. We have sufras that we do. So, Ya Allah, if I get this hajah done, Ya Allah, I'm planning to get married. If I get married by this time, if you help me with my marriage by this time, I'm going to hold a massive sufra in the name of al-Banin. Or I'm going to feed this many people from the poor
I'm with you.
in the name of al-Banin. Grant my wish, Ya Allah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because He loves this being that you swore Him upon, He'll give you this hajah. And through Umm al-Banin prayed for you for your hajj to be done. Because it's in her thawab. You've asked her, you've kind of gave leniency towards her, towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. People ask their imam straight away because they have that power. They're going to give you shafa'ah. No one has this power. No one has a power between choosing hell or heaven except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He chooses where anyone goes.
Mm-hmm.
But Imam Hussein and the A'imma, they have shafa'ah. They can come down and say, Ya Allah, this person served me. He shed a tear for me. Let's help him. Your adhab goes less. Or maybe you don't even see the adhab. You walk straight into the door of heavens. These things that we have our aqidah so strong on, is that we have people that we can ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on behalf, or we can ask these individuals directly ourselves.
And I think also they're pearls of jewels in their du'as, like Du'a Kamel. So
Du'a Kamel, wow.
Imam Sajjad's collection.
Yeah.
They're from them, and again, they've taught us the etiquette and the way to ask Allah and to worship Him. And there's so much wisdom. Du'a Kamel is a direct supplication to Allah.
Exactly.
But it's from a Masoom. So I think
directly
it's
from the Masoom, and teaching you directly how to pray to Allah, but the right way, the courtesy, the formality,
the humility, everything.
Du'a Kumail,
oh my God.
If you don't shed a tear, then you're not understanding what you're doing.
No.
Because Du'a Kumail is that deep. Now you have Du'a Kumail, which is direct to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then you have Du'a Tawassul, which the Tawassul is begging, basically. Du'a Tawassul, but who are you using to Tawassul Allah? اشفع لي عند الله يا وجيها عند الله اشفع لي عند الله. But who you asking? Ya Abul Qasim, Ya Ali ibn Musa Rada, you're using these individuals that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed us as a wasila to Him.
And they definitely work.
Definitely.
There's so many accounts of people narrating them, and I had a personal experience that was just amazing, absolutely. But I'm so sorry it's all the time we have today. Thank you so much, and for the citation. And next up we have Sister Masooma Jafar. We're going to discuss male hijab. Should be an interesting one.